My name's Zach Lindsay. I'm Fire Chief of Angier and Black River Fire Department in Angier, North Carolina. Just purchased a 1,500 gallon tank, 1,000 gallon GPM Warrior chassis, Rosenbauer. Reason we went with the Warrior cab and chassis, we were trying to make our truck as compact as possible. We have some 2-lane roads, some rural roads, very windy. One thing that we went with the cab, we went with the 911 seats. One reason we went with the 911 seats, for carcinogens and those types of things, easier to clean. We can decon these seats a lot easier, and they've got a 7-year warranty and nice and durable on the seats. Pretty basic cab. We didn't go anything overboard. We did add the rear mount camera for drop tank and dump operations. We move on down. Again, we're a smaller department. At most, we'll have 4 guys on a second out pumper. So we really didn't need a lot of seats in the cab, which allows us for room for mounting tools and those types of things. We also are a fire only and rescue only department, so we do not run EMS calls, so EMS cabinetry and those types of things wasn't a big priority for us with this truck. Went with a 1,000 GPM pump. Again, this is our second due pumper tanker, so we really didn't need that 1,500 gallon capacity, although the pump can pump 1,500 gallons, but we only rated it for 1,000 gallon GPM. Again, this is going to be a second due tanker type truck for our initial water supply with our first out truck. Go to the compartments, obviously pretty self-explanatory compartments, just low side compartments. We're going to have minimal equipment on this truck. Again, we're going to meet that ISO rating for a first out pumper with the equipment that we're going to be putting on the truck. But again, we didn't need a lot of compartment space to add room for our drop tank. The reason we went with the drop tank on the driver's side, again with those smaller roads, those skinnier roads that we have, a lot of times when we're pulling up on scene, the ditch is going to be on the captain side or the passenger side of the truck. We did not want our firefighters on that side taking the drop tank or maneuvering a drop tank within a ditch. So that's kind of why we went with the driver's side on the drop tank. We wanted to make sure our guys could operate all the operations during a drop tank operation from the rear of the truck. So again, we can drop the drop tank down on the driver's side here and also run the scene lights in the rear of the truck. Just a little safety feature. One thing also we looked at, and a lot of times you look at pumpers that have hard suction, they have the hard suction stored up high or above a compartment. Found that sometimes those can get out of hand or whatever when firefighters are trying to get hard suction down. So we added our hard suction tubes as low as possible on the rear here to get those out. Also, this truck will be running some outside fires, brush fires, woods fires, and those types of things. We wanted to have the capability with a booster reel to go off either side. Went with the Newton valve, again, to get us that 180-degree dumping capability without having to utilize dump tubes and those types of things. And then obviously the rear mounted camera for the driver. A little more traditional look with the ladders on the side instead of in a slide tube at the back. We're going to lower this down a little bit, have better access for the firefighters to get ladders off. Again, this is going to be our second in truck, so most of the ladders will be coming off the first truck, first in engine anyway. But we wanted to again have that first due capability, so we went with more of a traditional look with the ladders on the side. Our first due pumper has the American flag grille as well. We've been matching that, and then we also added the Evolution brow light, scene light on the front. Again, I'm Zach Lindsay with the Angier Black River Fire Department. It's a quick walk around of our new Warrior 1,500 gallon tanker with a 1,000 GPM pump. We went with Rosenbauer for cost effectiveness and be able to give us all the options and everything that we needed out of this rig. We're really excited about it. It's going to add to our fleet, and we look forward to getting it in our station soon.